So you know what's decidedly not awesome? When you film a video and then a couple days later you sit down to edit it and realize you accidentally deleted it and put the wrong name on the wrong raw footage to edit. So I'm filming this again. Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my Boxycharm. Again. Like I said, I already filmed this once and accidentally deleted the footage. So we're back. As always, before I open the new box, I don't even have the box anymore, I just have the products in front of me. I go over the products that I had the last month to let you know what I thought of them. I straightened my hair and now I'm boiling hot. That's why I don't use a straightener very often. Anyways, the first item was the Ofra Body Illuminizer. I put that up on the swap side. It's in my to swap box that lives in my closet. Cause that, while it was, you know, a giant full-size bottle of a lotion and worth like $40 supposedly, I don't use that. I don't use body illuminizers that like shimmer and bronzing in my lotion. I don't do that. So that's not a product for me. I was able to swap for the setting spray, which is nice. It does work, but it is a 2-ounce bottle for $32, so I would probably not repurchase. But the other 4 products I still have, or I have used. This is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Notion. I did mention last time that I thought this was weird to get in a July box, or specifically the color, because it is very, very fall, and I do really like it. I like the color anyway. I find ColourPop Ultra Mattes to be a little more drying, and when I start getting really greasy, they can start to bleed around my lips. So it is not my favorite formula, but you know, to wear for short periods of time, to wear say for a video, they're fine, but I would never purchase one of these. I don't have much luck with ColourPop. Like their eyeshadows, their regular eyeshadows, I've never tried their powder ones. They don't stay on me. Like no matter what I do to them, I can set them with a powder, I can wear them with a primer, I can wear them without a primer, no matter what I do, they crease. So I don't use them. And I'm not super impressed with their lippy sticks. Like they're cool and they're cheap, but you don't get a lot of product. Of course, when you're a project panner, you kind of like stuff where that's more like cheap and you don't get a lot of product, but whatever. Anyways, I just haven't had a lot of luck with ColourPop products in the past. I haven't tried everything, but that's partially because I haven't had a lot of luck with what I've tried, but whatever. Anyways, next is my favorite thing from this, and it does have a competitor that I'll show you in a minute, but this is my favorite. This is the Blink Electric Eyes palette. Beautiful, beautiful tones. I really like this shadow right here. I'm actually trying to hit pan on it for the Jewel of My Crown project pan. It is Autumny, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Just stunning amount of pigment, but they're all pigmented like that and beautiful. Now, this is $45, and I wouldn't necessarily pay $45 for 5 pans of eyeshadow. If you would pay a lot of money for like the little 5-pan Becca eyeshadows that they have, this is really good, and I think you would like it. So if you're willing to pay that for Becca eyeshadows, then check this out, because this is really good. If I'm forking over nearly 50 bucks, I want a few more shadows technically, but totally happy to get it, and it is an amazing formula. The competitor for top place that won out, but this is really good, was the Bare Minerals Invisible Light Powder. Now, there's a matte and a glow side. The glow side is nice as far as, you know, a subtle highlight is concerned. I can't wear these kind of products as an all-over face powder, but if you can wear the Hourglass Ambient Lights as an all-over face powder, this would probably work for that if you have really fair skin. But I'm too oily and they just look ridiculous on me. This matte side though is amazing. I mean, if you kind of compare the sides, I have worn down the dome on this side a surprising amount, considering I only used this for like a month, and not necessarily even every day, but I used it both on my face more than several times, and I really liked it for that. But what I love it for, and what it will probably be used for in the future primarily, unless I'm trying to finish it up, I would use it all over my face, but primarily it is an amazing under eye setting powder. If you're into the more glowy thing, I'm sure this would work just the same for that. So I really like this. Now the last product, that the formula is really good, but there is a caveat to it, is this Winky Lux eyebrow pencil. It does come with a spoolie on one side. It is a really good spoolie, so there's that. Like, it's actually nice and stiff. It's not flimsy or anything. And this is a universal color, so it's one of those that, like, the harder you press, the more pigment you get, and that's fine. This teardrop shape, I cannot get behind. Like, either I'm just not used to it and I can't quite get the technique down to use it, or it's just not my thing, which it could totally just not be my thing. But my brows always look a little wonky. Like, I have big brows, they're just really light, so I fill them in, especially with this dark hair kind of on the dark side. But something about this, they just never quite look right to me. Maybe it's just because I'm used to using either a powder, which I use a lot, or when I use a pencil, I use, you know, just a little rounded tip. So I can use that with a brush though, so I'm going to keep it and just eventually use it up. Just maybe I won't be checking out other brow products with that teardrop shape as I make a heart. The teardrop shape. Anyways, out with the old, in with the new. This is normally when I hold the box up, but I can't do that because I threw it away. So, quick note, the first item that I'm not keeping, that is the thing about Boxycharm. There's usually an item that I don't keep, but for $21 you get like over $100 worth of product, so I don't mind that. But it's a thing that I have noticed, that in every box there has been something I have not kept. So definitely take that if you just are thinking about getting this box or not. You may be like me and every month there's something you don't keep. I put it up on the swap site and I get stuff I want. So it is my subscription addiction swap site, by the way. I will link it down below just for those that are curious. But these are the Pure Pro eyelashes. They are cruelty-free luxe lashes, and you can get up to 30 wears out of them. And I will say, they are beautiful looking lashes, don't get me wrong. I'm not a false eyelash wearer. I was blessed with pretty decent eyelashes. I'd rather just use mascara. I actually find, at least on me, that when I do try to wear these, it looks wrong. Just my personal opinion. So, like I said, will not be keeping these, but somebody else will hopefully really enjoy them. And if you're an eyelash wearer, I'm sure these are great. Now, what was the big ticket item that everybody got this month? Da, 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 da. It is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palettes. I've never gotten one of these round palettes from Tarte before, so just for like size sake, it is slightly bigger than the palm of my hand. It does have a giant mirror on it, which is cool, and while I have more neutral palettes than I will ever probably use up, this is a really beautiful neutral palette. It's got some matte shades, it's got some shimmer shades. If you're traveling, this is a really nice palette to have with you. So, you're not going to be able to see one of the matte shades because it is my freaking skin tone. So, there are 4 of the shades right there. And this one in particular, if you use it wet, is ba-bam, which is really, really cool. So there were some variant items this month, and I kind of got the suck end of the variants in my personal opinion. There was this $35 cream, I think it was actually a liquidy blush that I would have loved to have had, and I didn't get it, so I was kind of peeved about that. Instead, I got, and there was also a red nail polish that I would not have minded of getting, so that's okay though, because I did get the Beauty Crops liquid lipstick, matte liquid lipstick, my apologies, in Date Night. And it is, the packaging is really cute. I will totally give that to him. It's got like these little lips on it. And I have worn this once, and it actually, at first I was concerned about the color, because in the tube it just looks too brown for my personal taste, but it actually does come out to be a really pretty nude on me. So I'm not mad at that. What I was kind of dead on, but I decided to just go ahead and use it anyway, because I've had some people tell me that this is their favorite eyeliner. This is the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Gel Eyeliner. Now, since I first filmed this video, I have sharpened this once because I had some eye issues for a couple of days. It's where my contacts kind of screw up my eyes every once in a while. It's a thing with me. I have really sensitive eyes. I probably shouldn't wear contacts, but I do. But it is nice and creamy. But it was a little bit longer, but I sharpened it so that I could sanitize it. But I'm not sure about this eyeliner yet, because while it feels nice and creamy on the hand, it was kind of dry on my eyes. Now that I've sharpened it, like I haven't used it since I sharpened it, it might be better. Sometimes just, you know, new, they're kind of dry, and then you sharpen them and they're awesome. So you'll get a full review next month, and we shall see. Finally, something I was really excited about is this brush set. As you can see, I have used them. Duh. So it's from Moda Pro, the Moda brushes. It is a contour brush, which I was using like this. It's kind of a funky shape, but apparently I've seen some other people get this, and they have been using like the curved inward just right here. So I will have to try that and see if I like it better, because I liked it fine, but I like my Sonia Kashuk one more when I use it that way. This is a blush brush that initially I was concerned that it was a little on the flappy side, because I usually use a really dense brush for my blush, but it's actually worked out really well. So I'm very happy to have it. These have a nice heft to them, and they've got this like quilted pattern going on here that actually kind of makes it a good grip versus smooth, where it can slip from your hands the hair easier. So this was really good, and I did wash them before I used them, because that is kind of a thing. And you have this crease brush. I thought it was weird for a little set to get 2 face brushes and an eye brush rather than 3 face brushes or 3 eye brushes, but I'm not mad at it, and it is a really good crease brush. Like I said, apologies for them being dirty, but it's got that stiffness at the base and the fluffiness at the tip that is really good for blending out your crease. So I'm really happy with those so far. So that is it. Hopefully I don't have to film this for a 3rd time. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.